that there were no joint chiefs of staff of sea peoples or hostile invaders out there. That was not how it was.
Imagine a world on the brink. Mighty empires crumbling under waves of unknown invaders.
There were not just soldiers, but there were women, children. This isn't just simply a major battle of these sea peoples attacking the Egyptians.
Around 1200 BCE, a shadowy force emerged from the Mediterranean, toppling civilizations in their wake. They were called the Sea Peoples, raiders of mystery, harbingers of chaos. Who were they? Where did they come from? Join us as we dive into this ancient enigma.
It was something they'd never seen before.
If you're hooked on history's secrets, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and follow us on social media for more untold tales. Let's unravel the past together. Chapter 1. Descent into Darkness. The mystery begins. The mystery ignites in the dying embers of the Bronze Age. Suddenly, around 1200 BCE, great powers falter. The Hittite Empire shatters. Mycenaean palaces burn. Cities like Ugarit vanish in flames. From the sea they came, fierce warriors in horned helmets, wielding sharp swords. Egyptian pharaohs whispered of peoples of the sea, invaders who struck without warning.
The enemy ships are already here. They've set fire to my towns and have done very great damage in the country.
Were they pirates? Refugees? Conquerors? This shocking wave of destruction reshaped the ancient world, leaving historians puzzled. What force could topple titans overnight? The riddle beckons. Chapter 2. Whispers from History. Legends of the Past. Echoes of legends survive in stone. In Egypt, Pharaoh Ramesses III faced the storm. At Medinet Habu, carvings tell the tale. The foreign countries made a conspiracy in their islands. No land could stand before their arms. The Sea Peoples, a loose alliance of tribes like the Peliset, Shurden, and Denyen, sailed from afar. Myths blend with history.
Basically, everything that had been good and great about the previous era now disappears.
Homer's epics hint at similar seafaring foes in the Trojan War. Local stories from Canaan speak of Philistine settlers, perhaps remnants of these raiders. They brought iron weapons, disrupting bronze trade. Were they villains or victims of a collapsing world? These ancient narratives, etched in reliefs and papyri, paint a picture of terror and transformation. The Mediterranean trembled as old orders fell. Chapter 3. Unveiling the Shadows, the Discovery. The veil lifts in the sands of time. In the early 1800s, European explorers unearthed Egypt's forgotten wonders. Jean-François Champollion cracked hieroglyphs in 1822, unlocking ancient voices. But the Sea People's story truly emerged in 1855. French Egyptologist Emmanuel de Rouget, studying Karnak reliefs, first grouped these invaders as peuples de la mer, peoples of the sea.
They haven't just discovered a lone burial site, they've discovered a whole ancient cemetery.
His successor, Gaston Maspero, coined the term in 1881, drawing from Ramesses III's inscriptions at Medinet Habu. These massive walls depict epic battles. Chariots clash, ships ram, warriors with feathered headdresses fall. Excavations in the 20th century deepened the puzzle. At Ugarit in Syria, clay tablets from 1180 BCE scream of impending doom. The enemy ships are already here. Our city is sacked. Archaeologists like Claude Schaeffer uncovered ash layers, confirming fiery ends. In Greece, Mycenaean sites show abandonment and destruction. Pottery styles link invaders to Aegean islands. DNA studies in the 2000s analyzed Philistine graves in Ashkelon. Genetic markers point to southern European origins, like Italy or Greece. Carbon dating pins the chaos to 1200 to 1150 BCE. Historians piece together a cataclysm. Trade routes severed, economies crashed. Was it climate? Droughts ravaged harvests, as tree rings and lake sediments reveal. Earthquakes toppled walls, per geological evidence. Internal revolts weakened kings. The Sea Peoples weren't a single nation, but a confederation, displaced by famine, seeking new lands. Sheridan from Sardinia, Luca from Anatolia.
That when earthquakes strike a city, even if it completely destroys the city, the people rebuild.
Their ships, sleek and oared, carried families, not just fighters. Modern tech, like satellite imagery, spots submerged ports, hinting at rising seas. Yet, gaps remain. No homeland ruins, no written confessions. This discovery reshaped history, showing how interconnected the Bronze Age was. From dusty digs to lab analyses, the past whispers its secrets. Chapter 4. Tangled Threads of Truth. Theories and Debates. Experts clash over the enigma. One theory, Aegean migrants, Mycenaeans fleeing their own collapse, pushed south by droughts and invasions. Another, a multi-ethnic horde from Anatolia, Italy, and beyond, united by desperation. Some argue they weren't invaders but refugees, symptoms of systemic failure. Earthquakes, famines, and trade breakdowns amplified chaos. Robert Drews blames their iron weapons for superiority. Eric Klein sees a perfect storm of factors. Debates rage. Were Peliset the biblical Philistines? DNA says yes, with European roots. Critics say Egyptian propaganda exaggerated threats for pharaoh glory. Open questions linger. Exact origins? Leadership? Why vanish after Egypt? Conferences buzz with new finds, like Cypriot shipwrecks. The Sea Peoples embody history's gray areas, heroes to some, destroyers to others. Truth hides in fragments. Chapter 5. Ripples Through Time. Why it matters. This mystery reshapes our view of history. The Bronze Age collapse warns of fragile civilizations, how droughts, migrations, and tech shifts can topple empires. It mirrors today. Climate change drives refugees, disrupting societies. Understanding the Sea Peoples highlights interconnected worlds. Their raids ended isolation, birthing the Iron Age. Science gains too. Archaeology blends with genetics, revealing human resilience. We learn empathy for the displaced, questioning invader labels. This era's fall paved ways for Greeks, Phoenicians, and us. It reminds history cycles, urging vigilance. The past isn't dead. It echoes in our challenges. Chapter 6. Shadows on the Horizon. Echoes of the Unknown. As waves lap ancient shores, the Sea Peoples fade into myth. Yet their shadow lingers, a reminder that history holds unsolved riddles. Who were they, truly? Wanderers or warriors? The quest continues, inviting you to ponder. Stay curious. The unknown calls. Thanks for watching.